What is up, guys? Patrick here from Top Tier Gaming, and today I'm coming at y'all with a Kragen deck profile. This is a water control deck that focuses on number 4 Stealth Kragen and good trap cards to stun out your opponent, burn them out with Kragen, and then punch really hard with Abyss Dweller on board to close out games. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the profile, right? I guess I don't really have anything else to say about it. I've won, I believe, 2 locals with this, and then top forward the other 2. Last week before the holidays, I went Friday I won, Saturday 4th because of tiebreakers on Fort, and then 3rd on Sunday. So yeah, I've had some success with this deck. There's some things I've been changing throughout, but these have stayed guaranteed. These cards are insane. Go ahead and get this focus right. Sorry, boys. There we go. 3 Botuniful Princess. She tags out into any level 4 fish type monster in your deck, or lower, I guess, but we only play level 4s. So basically, she tags into Buzzsaw Shark, who's the best card in the deck. He targets a face-up, I believe, water, right? Yeah, it targets a water face-up, and then special summons one from deck with the same level, a fish. So typically, you'll summon out Right Hand Shark, and then make Kragen with this. And Right Hand, whenever he's used as an Xyz material, he gives the monster the effect that it can't be destroyed by battle. So yeah, this is basically just a bunch of copies of Buzzsaw Shark. And I also play Triple Lantern Shark, because if you open up Botuniful plus Buzzsaw, you can go Botuniful into Lantern to summon Buzzsaw from hand, and you get an extra monster on board, which is nice. Then we play Triple Silent Angler. Yes, I know there's 2 commons, but the Ultras are in the mail. This is basically a free special summon if you control a water, but you can't special summon from your hand for the rest of the turn, which kind of sucks, but he's a fish, so you can summon him back with White Mirror, which we'll talk about when we get to it. And it can be summoned off of Buzzsaw Shark, which is nice, if you draw a Right Hand Shark, for example. Then we played double Silent Sea Nettle. Isn't it Silent Sea Nettle? Yeah, Silent Sea Nettle. If you control a water, it special summons itself from hand. That's it. And it shuffles back waters from your grave, which is nice, because once you get further into the game, you need to shuffle back your Kragen spawns so you can have more resources in deck to go into if you make another Kragen, so he can actually special summon and get in his effect. Hand traps, we play Triple Ash and Triple Imperm. You can try to find more space, but I decided to make this more of a trap-heavy lineup, so I only play 6 hand traps. And I also added some good, generic cards. There are about, I'd say, 4 more spots where you could put in more hand traps if you'd want. But I just decided to go with these 6 because they're the most well-rounded hand traps in the game, to me. Triple Desires. You don't care if you banish anything as long as you have a Buzzsaw and a 4 to summon out of deck, so, gotta play it. It's insane to just draw 2. Then we'll play Double Ready Fusion and an Instant Fusion. There are niche cases where you can put back your fusion target on the same turn and then instant fusion it out, but it doesn't come up that often. But I also just didn't want to buy another Ready Fusion, and I already had an instant fusion, so 4 copies of it. If you want to play another one, you can definitely play the 4th Ready Fusion, but at that point you're getting closer to sharks, because all Kragens are sharks, but not all sharks are Kragen, if that makes sense. There's the shark deck that makes Triple Toad and then F-Zero, and then Kragen, which just makes Kragen and tries to control the board state more than to combo out and lock your opponent out of the game. I'm only playing 2 White Mirror in this list because we don't play a huge lineup of waters. I'm still testing this, so it goes from 2 to 3 pretty consistently in testing, but right now I'm playing it with 2 because you can just brick with this card if you don't open up combo cards, so we're just playing 2 right now. Play Double Cyclone and Double Chalice. These are the 4 flex spots that I was discussing, or at least for my list, these are the 4 flex spots. But we have a lot of people playing Floodgate decks and Mine decks at locals, so Cyclone has to be in. And I think Chalice is just insanely broken in this current meta, because DPE is actually the nemesis of this deck. DPE makes it so hard to play the game. So that's one thing you gotta watch out. Also, Call by the Grave, broken 1-off. Trap cards, playing Triple Strike and Triple Torrential. Torrential Strike breaks every board in the game. It's broken. And then we're also playing Gozen, because Kragen makes all your opponent's stuff water. So they normal summon a monster, you flip Gozen, and they can't summon unless they can out this. So yeah. Just a nice little 9-card trap lineup. I guess 12 if you count Imperm, but that's a hand trap to me. Then onto the extra deck, playing double Kragen and double Spawn. I don't think you can play any more or less of these. This is like what you have to play if you're going to play this list. Like you have an 11-card extra deck because of these 4 cards. Kragen pops a face-up water and burns for half of its attack on field. So if you pop an Appaloosa after it's negated, or in the chain link, if you pop the Appaloosa, it'll burn for the attack that she had on field, which is nice. And it also works for things like Access Code Talker. You can burn for a lot. And then Stealth Kragen, Stealth Kragen Spawn. Whenever Stealth Kragen is popped by any means, destroyed by battle or card effect, it specials out a number of Stealth Kragen spawns from your extra deck equal to the amount of materials that was under him. So basically, it's always going to summon out 2. And what the Stealth Kragen spawns do is they pop a water quick effect, but it does not burn. And it doesn't turn things to water. But when they're destroyed, they special out different Kragens from grave. So you'll special summon back out the Kragen and then reattach the Kragen spawn that died. Which is nice, because basically you just sit there and float. Anytime you have Kragen on board, he's basically 4 monsters. Then we play double Bahamut Shark and double Toad. Again, this is a more control variant, so we're not playing, 3 and 3. But if you have extra monsters and the matchup doesn't call for Dweller, you obviously just want to go into Toad, or go into Shark into Toad, and if they don't kill Shark, you have another Toad on the next turn. And Toad, when it leaves the field, it's going to add back your Buzzsaw Shark or whatever you need to your hand from grave, which is super nice. Then the Flex 4s we play Dweller, locks out graveyards. He's the all-star rank 4 to me. Then we play, what is this? Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. This card is insane in Duel Links, and it is very good currently because it gets over pretty much anything that's 3600 or higher. Or 3600 or lower, excuse me. Because when any monster attacks, you detach a material, and everything on your opponent's field loses 1000 attack. So it's super nice. It helps you get over big monsters. Then we play Silent Honor Arc. I've always wanted this card to come up, and then last week, I believe the week I got 3rd, it did come up. I had to bait out a Mechaba Negate, and Silent Honor Arc did it. Which was super nice. Being able to just take a card and force out the negate on it, or the pop if it's, what's his name? DPE. It's super nice to just be able to force that out with this, because if not, you're taking it. Then we'll play the 1 Zeus. It's Zeus, what do you want me to say? This card's broken. He has been his entire existence, and probably will be for as long as he's around. We play Almirage because if you open Silent Angler plus White Mirror, this is your only way into a rank 4. Because you have to normal summon the Angler, make Almirage, White Mirror back the Angler to add the other one to hand, and then special summon it, and then you can make Kragen, or you can make the Bahamut Shark for a Toad. But in most of those hands, it's going to be better to just make Kragen, because those hands usually have a bunch of trap cards in it. Play 1 Rare Fish. This is what the Instant Fusion and the Ready Fusion summons. I don't know what to tell you. It's like a $15 common. And then the last card is kind of a flex spot. I've been changing what I play quite a bit. I'm going to put this out because this is what I've been playing recently. Is Grampulse. He's basically just MST, but the Lantern Shark and the Buzzsaw Shark have the effect where they can be treated as as level 3s or 5s. 3, 4, or 5 for the summon of a water monster. So you have the ability to go into him and pop a card, which can come up for like pesky floodgates or like field spells you just want to get rid of, stuff like that, that like you just kind of want to pop for. But I have yet to have it come up where I actually need to summon him. So the options I have for you are Baguska, because Baguska is just plan B. If you can't do anything, you just make Baguska in defense and say, alright, I hope you can out this. Which is kind of counterintuitive, because if you can make this, you can probably make Kragen, so like, he's kind of weird, but he can also just shut out games. The second Abyss Dweller is also an option. I find myself wanting a second Abyss Dweller quite a lot. And then, I'm going to put it up on screen, because I don't own one currently. It's in the mail. But, Crooked Cook. I can't remember his number, but he's a number monster. Whenever you don't control a monster on field, or any cards on field, excuse me, he is unaffected by any card effect. And whenever Buzzsaw Shark summons right hand shark, he can't be destroyed by battle either. So you just make him and just sit on him for as long as you need to find resources. The only problem is if you're playing against Sword Soul, they have Long Wand to burn you for 12 repeatedly, and then Leerlisk doesn't care because they're just going to summon Independent and start punching you. And if they have main deck kaijus like Dinos do, or like any going second deck has like dumb kaijus in it, it can just die to that, which kind of sucks. But it's definitely still worth playing to me, because it'll give you options other than just make Kragen pass. This is one of the pesky problems with the deck, is sometimes you'll just open Angler and a bunch of traps, but Torrential Double Strike Gozen should get you at least another turn, which gets you into Botuna full. So yeah, you know, it has its downsides to where you can kind of just open really slow, but once you get to your engine, the deck just kind of explodes outwards. Onto the extra deck, oh yeah, tokens, bop, 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 bop. Side deck, excuse me, I think I said extra deck, can't remember. Triple Gamma Seal. I want to out DPEs. Screw that card, don't like him. Dragoon, screw that card, don't like him. Winda, screw that card, don't like her. Anything like that where you just can't deal with it, just kaiju it. And it's a water, so you can kaiju them and then set Gozen and then be like, alright, now you can't control anything but this. And you have a Kragen in defense with right hand under it, it's game. They can't do anything. Triple Droll and Lockbird. This card is really good versus quite a few decks in the meta. And yeah, I just decided to side it. This was in my main deck for quite a while instead of Ash Blossom because I wanted hand trap that just ends the turn versus certain matchups. But I just decided to put it in the side because currently my locals, this doesn't really do as much. Like, it doesn't have as much effect as I would like. So right now it's just in the side. Definitely an insane card, and if you are playing competitive currently, you should probably be playing it. Play Double Lightning Storm. It's basically just 3 Harpy's Feather Dusters. What do you want me to say? I just wanted to fit in the 3rd Cosmic Cyclone in the space of the 3rd Lightning Storm because I wanted a chainable spell trap removal. Then we also have the 1 Raid Reboot because it's the Unholy Duo. And then I guess I can throw it in here, the Unholy Trinity. 3 cards that I want to see banned. Io can just win matchups on its own, and then if you open Reboot plus like any of these or plus Feather Duster, it's just game. And then we also played it 3 evenly. I don't know why I didn't say that before I said these, but yeah, we played triple evenly. You don't need your battle phase that bad, so you can just go in and use this, smack them up, and get them to just cry. It's very nice. So yeah, I believe that main deck is 43 or 44. I can't remember right now. It keeps changing day to day. So yeah, guys, Kragen is very fun, and I think it definitely has its own slot in the meta. It's being covered by a bunch of different YouTubers right now, which is cool to see. I've been wanting to play Sharks for a long time because I think it's a really cool deck. Being able to see water decks do stuff makes me happy because water is probably one of my favorite archetypes. Or not archetypes, attributes, excuse me. But yeah, this has been Patrick from Top Tier Gaming, and I don't know when this is coming out, but have happy holidays. And subscribe, join our Discord, follow our Twitter. Let us know in the comments if there's anything you would like to see from us, because we need help, because Aaron's lazy, and I'm also lazy. I don't know why I didn't say we, because I definitely am lazy too. But anyways, guys, this has been Patrick from Top Tier Gaming. Kragens, they're cracking. Bye.